Me and Carolyn stepping out the Uber, walking up to Epcot. Gotta take an Uber because we're gonna be hammered later, and we always drink responsibly, especially around children. We're just responsible, classy adults. I'm in my always lucky Mickey shirt, looking super fresh for St. Patty's Day. Carolyn's wearing no green. And it was the Flower and Garden Flower, I don't know, some flower fest shit. Old ladies and Carolyn really seemed into it. First drink for me was a 3-layered margarita. Carolyn had some avocado margarita, I think. I don't know. But I always like to start out in Mexico. When I do my drinking around the world, for some reason, I like to get a fresh marg to start the morning. Of course, Carolyn didn't bring sunglasses, so I helped her pick some out. I picked out these giraffe-looking frames, as you can see. She's always in my video. Get out of the frame, Carolyn. You're ruining things. Oh, there you are. God damn it. Next country we got drinks in was China. Got some beers and egg rolls. Now, I didn't write down every single drink we got. I wasn't that meticulous. I don't have enough subscribers to give that much effort to these videos. So if you're going to complain, you feel free to leave a comment, but just know I couldn't care less. Next stop on the inebriated Epcot extravaganza was Italy. Got some drinks there. Carolyn got like some nectarini, mandarini, shit like that. I don't know, I think it was like $10. I got a Italian margarita, right? Yeah, see, I remember shit.
So hot. Gonna block it all off.
Yeah! Next stop on this great drinking tour around the world was America. I had a beer flight and pecan pie. Carolyn had oysters. Really? Oysters, Carolyn? Then we went to lunch in Morocco, which was fantastic. Had some fruity drinks, some good views. And to save money, we just decided to split some appetizers at lunch. Had some lamb sausage and hummus fries. Hummus fries are really good, a little spicy. Off to France, that's Ratatouille. Fun fact, never seen the movie. I assume it's trash. But yeah, I got our pink fruity drinks in France. They were very refreshing. And when in France, Carolyn always has to stop at Givenchy. I think that's how the rappers say it, but every time she comes here, she gets coerced into buying some $100 perfume she doesn't need. No change this time, and then she made me go to the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, which is as awful as it sounds, but luckily I was allowed to bring my alcoholic beverage inside. Next stop on the inebriated Epcot extravaganza was the UK. This pub in the UK is probably my favorite bar in all of Epcot. Great beers on tap, they do some cool like black and tans mixed stuff, they got great food. Of course, Carolyn's paying for me because I'm a stud, but overall, really good bar. And by this point in the day, we're getting pretty tipsy. Next up was Canada. We had some beer flights. One of those beer flights was like a candy beer flight. It was really sweet, eh? You know, delicious, eh? Hey. Then we stopped in Norway, which typically has some fantastic baked goods. This is like a cinnamon bagel filled with custard. I was a little let down. It wasn't so great. But we moved on, got some more drinks, crossed off Norway off the list, and by this point in time, we're really feeling it. Pretty lit. We've just been drinking all day, pretty much, no breaks. We go hard. Second to last stop is Germany, one of my favorite countries. Have to get the noodles gratin. It's like a baked mac and cheese. It is fantastic. I had me a beer flight. Carolyn had some fruity beer, and then she dragged me over to America for this Disney Kids Bop show shit. It was awful. Just a bunch of adults with their failed dreams trying to still make it. I hated it. Not even going to play the audio. Final country to check off the list was Japan. We always get these like foam topper beers. It's basically like a Bud Light with like an ice filling on top. It doesn't taste very good. It's like a very plain beer, but it looks really cool, very Instagram worthy. When you have it, people walk by, they're like, where'd you get that? And then you tell them, and then you feel cool because you know where the cool drinks are. Oh yeah. just because we cross all the countries off our list doesn't mean we're done drinking. So we went back to Mexico to this little cantina place thing for some margaritas and chips and guac. And then we headed over to the UK right before the fireworks started and got, I think, 2 more beers. Yeah, we were pretty lit before the fireworks got lit. So Epcot was closing, but we weren't ready to go back to the hotel yet. So of course, we went to Applebee's for 2-for-1s and half-off apps. That's what you do after Epcot. You take your buddy and you go to Applebee's and you continue the buzz and eating and drinking. Take notes.